Welcome. We will start with some basic questions and then go in detail. First question, what are the key properties of silicone tubing that make it suitable for pharmaceutical applications? Silicone tubing is biocompatible, chemically inert and can withstand sterilization, example autoclaving, making it ideal for pharmaceutical use. Reference USP class 6 and ISO 10993 compliance. What are the different types of commonly used silicone tubings in pharmaceutical industry? You can refer below table for different type of silicone tubing, their feature and applications. The commonly used silicone tubings in pharma industry are platinum cured silicone tubing, peroxide cured silicone tubing, reinforced silicone tubing, multi-layer silicone tubing, single-use silicone tubing and high temperature silicone tubing. What are the 5 commonly used sizes of silicone tubings in pharmaceutical industry? You can refer below table for different sizes that are commonly used in pharma industry based on their application. The common applications are small scale fluid transfer, peristaltic pumps, bioprocessing, bulk fluid transfer and large scale pharmaceutical manufacturing processes. What are the 4 major applications of silicone tubings in pharmaceutical industry? The 4 major applications of silicone tubings in pharma industry are: first, fluid transfer; second, peristaltic pump tubing; third, sterile filling and sampling; and fourth, single-use bioprocessing systems. What sterilization methods are compatible with silicone tubings? Silicone tubing can be sterilized using autoclaving, that is at 121 degrees Celsius at 15 psi, by gamma irradiation and ethylene oxide, that is ETO sterilization. Reference FDA and ISO 11137 guidelines. How does silicone tubing perform under high temperature conditions? Silicone tubing typically withstands temperature up to 200 degrees Celsius, making it suitable for high temperature processes. Reference guideline USP chapter number 85 and ISO 10993. What are the regulatory standards for silicone tubing in pharmaceutical applications? Silicone tubing must comply with USP class 6, FDA 21 CFR and ISO 10993 standards for biocompatibility and safety. How does silicone tubing resist chemical degradation? Silicone tubing is resistant to acids, bases and solvents, ensuring minimal leaching or degradation. Reference USP chapter number 661 and FDA's guidelines. Very important and commonly asked question, what is the shelf life of silicone tubing and how is it determined? Shelf life is typically 5 to 10 years, determined by accelerated aging test as per ISO 10993 and ASTM F1980. This one is very commonly asked and very important question. Question is, how is silicone tubing tested for extractables and leachables? Extractable and leachable testing for silicone tubing is done as per USP chapter number 1663 and 1664 guidelines, using solvents and conditions simulating pharmaceutical processes. In step 1, identification of potential extractables and leachables is done by using analytical techniques to identify and quantify chemical compounds that may migrate from silicone tubing into drug product. In second step, simulation of worst case conditions is done. In this step, we conduct studies under exaggerated conditions like high temperature, prolonged contact time and aggressive solvents to assess potential risk. Step 3, toxicological assessment. Here we evaluate the safety of identified compounds by comparing them to established thresholds. What are the considerations for selecting silicone tubings for peristaltic pumps? Tubing must have high flexibility, durability and low compression set to ensure consistent flow rates. Reference ISO 13485 and FDA's guidelines. How does silicone tubing handle particulate contamination? High purity silicone tubing is manufactured in clean rooms to minimize particulate contamination. Reference GMP and ISO 14644 standards. What are the best practices for cleaning silicone tubing in pharmaceutical applications? As per FDA and GMP guidelines, use validated cleaning procedures with compatible solvents or detergents, followed by rinsing with WFI, that is water for injection. How the inventory of silicone tubings is maintained in pharmaceutical industry. Inventory of silicone tubings is maintained by storage conditions, shelf life tracking, inventory management, segregation, documentation, and regular audits. Who are the leading suppliers of silicone tubings in pharmaceutical industry? Saint-Gobain Performance Plastics, Watson Marlow Fluid Technology Group, Dow Silicones, New Age Industries, and Raumedic India are the leading suppliers for silicone tubings in pharmaceutical industry. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Subscribe to channel for more videos related to our pharmaceutical industry.